Y'all, YouTube has become like the Wild West. And in this age of information at our fingertips, where is our responsibility? Do we have one? Let's talk about it. Well, hello, my silky friends. Look, I am not trying to cut this video, so you're going to get what you get. I want to get this out here because I have something on my mind. Yes, I really do. I know, it's hard to believe, right? Oh my goodness, it has become crazy land out here on YouTube. And same thing if you're on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, Twitter. It's kind of a free for all. But do we as creators have any responsibility? I think we do. So we're looking at information versus responsibility. Let me say this first. Just because you know something doesn't mean you tell it to the whole world. Yes, and I say this from the South, where, gossiping on the front porch is a big pastime. Well, not on the front porch somewhere. It's usually in our Discords. It's usually on our Facebooks and our texts, whatever. People love to gossip. There has been such a controversy this week about Stauch and the Gannon photos. Oh my gosh, it's just been ridiculous. That's what it's been. So you have one crowd that says, oh yeah, we want to see these photos, and we have someone making access. Now, I am not calling out any names. I don't have beef with anybody, okay? Let me say that right now. I do not have beef with any creator. I am just talking about principles, okay? So I know y'all have heard about it. It's talked about online, it's talked about in other videos. So yes, there are people that want information. Some of us who love true crime and, we're just trying to get as much info as we can. But is information worth the price? First of all, I see no reason, personally, why anybody needs to see those photos except the jury. Because what are they going to tell you? Nothing. It's already case closed. Some people wanted to see the photo. In my opinion, there is no need for that, okay? You're not going to get any more information. You're not going to affect the trial, which is done and over with. Now, the difference in information to me would be an autopsy report, not photos. If you want to see a crime scene report or a written autopsy, that will give you a lot of information. I have read a lot of autopsy reports, but there are no pictures involved, okay? Here's the problem. You have sick people who want to see the photos because they're dark and twisted on the inside. And I mean like predators who want to see this kind of stuff. There is a whole industry of that on the dark web. Y'all know it. So you tell me, what is the difference in watching one of those kind of films and looking at these type of photos? Do you see where I'm getting here? Especially when it consists of a child. What is wrong with you? Yeah, I said it. So let me just say this. As a creator, you should have the responsibility to behave as an information source and not a criminal. So let's talk about some criminal activities, okay? Don't get me started here. Well, I'm already started, so let's go with it. Some creators make a career out of controversy. I am not naming names. Again, I don't have any personal beef with anybody. I don't agree with everybody, okay? Let's just put it that way. And you know what I do with creators that I don't agree with? I don't watch them. What about that? But I feel this is taking it way too far when you start doxing other creators and other people. And if you don't know what doxing means, it pretty much means giving their full name and address and stuff like that, phone numbers out. When you start doing that, let me ask you something. What differentiates you between a criminal? Because I don't see any difference. All right? And even though it hasn't gotten this far, what are you going to do the day that somebody takes that information, shows up at a creator's house, and harms or, God forbid, even unalives them? because you're going to find yourself in court and you're probably going to be charged. So, what are you doing? Why? Because you get more views? What about responsibility versus views? Yes, here's the thing. Are you going to get views stirring up a big pot of crap? Yes, you are. Maybe that's all you're in it for. Would you be okay with your mama or your grandmama watching this? I'm just saying. But let me tell you something about your viewers that are viewing that. They're not stupid. Okay, you may have a few, little followers that yes you to everything, but your followers aren't dumb. They're watching that because they're interested in the controversy. But unless you keep it up and become more and more of a degenerate human being, you are going to have to stop. So, what do you have as a backup? If you want views and you want, credibility, then you better be someone who is credible and who has some kind of moral compass, because people can see through you. All right. And eventually they may watch you for, months or even a couple of years. But eventually they're going to get tired of your BS. Okay. And they're going to say, oh, well, that's just a drama creator. You have no credibility. You have no real respect. You get a few laughs. You get a few shares. Yeah. So I hope that's what you're in it for. Because to me, if you don't have any more self-respect than that, then in my opinion, you should just get off the platform. But that's just me talking. There is a better way to grow a YouTube channel. I am not one of those people that talk about growing YouTube channels. But I am talking to you about integrity and something that will last. Do you want your family 10 years from now to be able to go back on YouTube and see you making a horse's rear end of yourself? I mean, I don't. They know I do that in public when I'm around them. It's not a shock, but I think it would be a shock for them to see, 50,000 views, 100,000 views on you making a horse's rear end out of yourself. So take it for what it is. I'm just saying, why don't you leave a legacy of honor, of information, of community? Quit your BS. Just quit it. Okay, I'm going to shut up now because I believe I've said enough. I hope that you take this into consideration and understand I am not trying to bash any creator, okay? It is hard being a creator. It is time consuming, and you absolutely have to love what you're doing and have a passion for it. It can be crushing when you get those bad comments, because it doesn't matter what kind of channel, how nice a person you are, you're going to get trolls, you're going to get, nasty comments. So here's the thing. If you don't have a thick skin, then you don't need to be on social media, because you have to let it roll right off your back. Don't take it out on the people in your Discord. Don't take it out on other creators. Make yourself better. In the meantime, I appreciate all of you. I really, really do, even the other creators. So stay safe, and whatever you do, try to stay silky, okay?